Yesterday, the Holmes County Sheriff's Department reported the drowning of 19-year-old Devin Deshawn Reynolds. That's right, guys. The search is indeed over for the 3 missing boaters in Eufaula. Police tell us that the trio did not return from their fishing trip on Wednesday, but all 3 men have been found. A well-known African-American educator and civil rights leader makes history in Ashford. Details coming up. What was an active shooter situation in Panama City? I'm Iyani Hughes, and coming up, what we know so far, and a neighbor speaks out on her experience. Traffic around the Circle City is typically pretty mild, but people are saying since the spring break season has started, they've noticed congestion. And I'm sure you're wondering how it works. Well, as soon as you find a bike, you take your phone, scan the QR code, the bike unlocks, and you're ready to go. One of the most popular myths is that using your AC is one of the quickest ways to burn your gas. Local technicians say that myth is busted. She was once an award-winning player. Some even called her the Dothan legend. But now she's a wife, a mom, and a mentor dedicated to giving back. Whether you decide to go to a professional tax preparer or a certified volunteer, they each require you to bring a list of items, including a W-2, picture ID, 1099, and your Social Security card. Alabama ranks 49th out of 50 for states hiring people with disabilities. If driving down 431 is your means of spring break travel, it's best to think everything through before you get behind the wheel. The Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Alabama is the perfect place to be for the summer, right?
We love Boys and Girls Club!
In Dothan, Iyani Hughes, WTVY, your hometown news leader. Behind me is what they call Net Generation. It's the USTA initiative to teach the local youth the basics of tennis. There are many pieces to the puzzle that make up the Westgate Tennis Center, but according to the staff, that puzzle wouldn't be complete without Carol.
She takes care of everything.
A game changer is in store for Troy University. I'm Iyani Hughes, and coming up, I'll show you how an app in just 50 cents can get students just about anywhere in the community.
She's a warrior. She hasn't given up no matter what's been thrown at her. She constantly smiles, encourages others, doesn't slow down.
She is Lily Mott, a 9-year-old warrior facing 3 pretty difficult life challenges.
She has stage 2 planktonic astrocytoma, stage 2 brain cancer. She's got hydronephrosis of the right kidney. Her right kidney doesn't function all the way, and they just found out she has underacting thyroid, so her thyroid's not acting properly. It's hard to handle. It's a lot. Constantly having to be on the road, going to Pensacola, Destin, Birmingham, having 2 other kids as well, and trying to keep her in school so she can get her education, meet all the doctor's requirements, and still let her be a kid at the same time.
But just looking at her, you would never know such a small girl has such big problems. Lily says she does her best to just be a normal kid.
I don't even think about it. I just think about being a kid, like playing with my friends and everything. I don't even think about it.
When Lily isn't in and out of hospitals or playing outside with her friends, she spends time with her baby brother and little sister.
This is my sister Jasmine. She is 4 years old and she loves Paw Patrol.
And colors in her coloring books.
This is what makes me happy. It's like my comfort zone.
The older Lily gets, the more problems she'll have to overcome. And in the midst of it all, she's been dreaming of 2 very specific things: visiting a Great Wolf Lodge and getting a golf cart so she can go wherever she wants.
It's like the very best thing I want to do ever. Seriously, I've been wanting to go to Great Wolf Lodge for like ever.
So her mom contacted Make-A-Wish Foundation, an organization that works with kids who have life-threatening illnesses like Lily, hoping they could make her dreams come true.
She's a miracle. It gives me hope that no matter what I go through, I can get through it if she can, and so can anybody else.
In Op, Iyani Hughes, WTVY, your hometown news leader. Friends, students, and family, together to witness history in the making.
He treated all of his students the same. And no matter what the problem was, what age it was, he always had time.
These words describe Wallace Lee Smith, Jr., a 99-year-old World War II veteran who's made his mark in Ashford. And Monday night, City Council decided to make his mark a bit more permanent by renaming Church Street in his honor. He's a distinguished educator and civil rights activist. The Ashford community says Mr. Smith is more than deserving of this honor.
It's been a long time coming, and he talked about his days in principal and teaching all fraternity meetings. So it's an honor that's long overdue, really. Really, I'm very glad to be able to be here to see it.
His legacy started decades ago. After integration, he was also the first black principal of Ashford High School, responsible for keeping the peace in black and white communities.
If he could help, he helped. And I think that's one thing that people appreciate about him. He looks beyond race, and he looks for the person. What can he do for the people?
Smith retired from education in 1984, and although his journey as a peacemaker has come to an end, he says he's still as happy as can be.
I'm happy even when some people don't think I am. But I'm happy, and I'm happy to be happy. Bill! Let's go get a Coca-Cola.
In Ashford, Iyani Hughes, WTVY, your hometown news leader. A transportation change is headed to Trojan Nation.
Getting around campus is kind of hard, so.
Troy University is partnering with a cycle company, Spin, to bring a bike share program to campus.
When they look at our campus size and they look at the campus population, it'd be about 150 bikes that they would provide.
First, you'll download the app, set up an account, and then you are free to ride for just 50 cents an hour. And I'm sure you're wondering how it works. Well, as soon as you find a bike, you take your phone, scan the QR code, the bike unlocks, and you're ready to go. The bikes aren't just for students. Anyone can ride any and every day. And when you are done,
You don't have to take the bike back to the location you got it from.
in other words, if you want to take the bike from your apartment to campus, you can leave the bike on campus or vice versa.
I think it's the most benefit it's going to bring us to our international students who come and don't have their own vehicles. So it's going to give them an avenue to travel outside of campus in a reasonable way. So if they need to run to the grocery store because they have baskets on the front, or if they need to just cruise around town if they want, it's really going to benefit them the most, I feel like.
And international students like Kong Yang agree.
I just go to the Troy a short time, and I have no time or more money to buy the bike car. So if we have the more convenient transportation and like bike like this, I think it's more convenience for me.
Which is exactly the goal. In Troy, Iyani Hughes, WTVY, your hometown news leader.